again with me, your English teacher, Ma'am Helena Sweet Telam Banua. Today we learn about passive sentences.
Hello, I'm Margaret. I'm a student of senior high school. I will be with you guys during this lesson.
And me, I'm Alfie. I am a student of senior high school too. Let's go to school together and study with Mom Helena.
Sounds good, come on.
Well, students, we meet again in class. Today we study about passive sentences. Before I tell you more about it, I want to ask you, have you ever heard about passive sentences? What do you know about it? Can you tell us?
Yes, ma'am. I'll try to answer.
Okay, Margaret, please.
I've ever heard about it, ma'am. It's the antonym of active sentences. For example, active sentence, I write a letter. But the passive is, a letter is write by me.
It's quite true. Good job, Margaret. The passive sentence will be, a letter is written by me. The verb must be in past participle or verb 3, okay? Now, is there another opinion?
Me, ma'am. I think passive sentence doesn't have the subject of person.
Well done, Andy. Thank you. Well, everyone, you have listened to your friend's opinion about passive sentences. And now let's see more about it. A passive sentence is a sentence in which the subject does not perform the action of the verb. In fact, in a passive sentence, the action of the verb is done to the subject. The example is like Margaret had said before, a letter is written by me. It comes from the active sentence, I write a letter. Now, take a look at the board. Passive sentence point 1, our chicken was eaten by the snake. Anak ayam milik kami dimakan oleh ular itu. Our chicken atau anak ayam milik kami ini adalah subjek. Namun subjek ini tidak melakukan pekerjaan atau the subject is not doing the verb. Passive sentence point 2, from the sentence our chicken was eaten by the snake, the action of the verb is done to the subject. Kata kerja was eaten, dimakan, dilakukan kepada subjek. Apa yang dimakan? Yang dimakan adalah anak ayam, the chicken sebagai subjek. Why should we care about passive voice or passive sentences? What is the purpose of using passive sentences? Apa gunanya kita belajar tentang kalimat pasif ini? Well, first, passive sentences are useful to avoid blame. Penggunaan kalimat pasif dapat menghindari memberitahukan siapa pelaku atau subjek dari kalimat tersebut. Contoh, the document had been released into the public domain. Ini adalah kalimat pasif yang artinya dokumen itu telah dirilis ke publik. Kalimat pasif ini tidak memunculkan pelaku atau subjeknya, berbeda dengan kalimat aktifnya. Jackie had released the document into the public domain. Nah, pelakunya sudah nampak. Siapa dia? Who is he?
Jackie.
That's right, Alfian. The second reason is passive sentences are appropriate when the doer of the action is unimportant, unknown, or unobvious. Kalimat pasif digunakan jika pelaku tidak begitu penting untuk ditampilkan, atau pelakunya tidak jelas atau tidak kita ketahui. For example, his school uniform was stolen. Baju seragam sekolahnya telah dicuri. But we don't know who stole it. Kita tidak tahu siapa yang mencurinya. The other example is the thief was arrested. Pencuri itu ditangkap. Furthermore, passive sentence seems to be a more formal sentence when used in some writings. It's often used in essay writing, in an application letter like in our previous lesson about how to apply for a job, in an article or in a news item text. Lebih lanjut, kalimat pasif cenderung lebih formal penggunaannya ketika kita membuat sebuah teks essay, menulis surat lamaran kerja seperti pelajaran kita sebelumnya tentang how to apply for a job, menulis sebuah artikel atau berita. Karangan kita akan lebih berbobot jika menggunakan kalimat-kalimat pasif di dalamnya.
Oh, I see. That's why, when we write an application letter, we have to use some passive sentences in it.
Yes, Alfian, you're right. Now, let's see how do we write a passive sentence. What is the formula of passive sentences? Firstly, we have to understand that there are many tenses in English. How many tenses in English you think, guys?
16, ma'am.
Good! Now, as there are 16 tenses, it means there are 16 forms of active sentences. So, there must be 16 forms of passive sentence as well. Nah, karena ada 16 tenses dalam bahasa Inggris, artinya ada 16 bentuk kalimat aktif. Maka 16 pula lah bentuk kalimat pasifnya.
What? It's so many, ma'am. It's hard to memorize them.
Well, that's right. But today we just learned some. About 6 or 7 formulas only.
Okay, ma'am.
Now, my great students, please look at the forms. 1. Simple present tense. Active voice, I do my homework. Passive, my homework is done by me. Active, she sings many songs. Passive, many songs are sung by her. By me or by her is optional. Boleh ada, boleh tidak. Perhatikan kalimatnya. Subjek I di kalimat aktif berubah menjadi objek di kalimat pasif. Sebaliknya, objek my homework di kalimat aktif berubah menjadi subjek di kalimat pasif. Kata kerja bentuk present atau verb 1 di kalimat aktif berubah menjadi bentuk past participle atau verb 3 di kalimat pasif dan ditambahkan dengan to be is. Penggunaan to be disesuaikan dengan subjek baru di kalimat pasif. Subjek my homework menggunakan to be is. Kalau subjeknya lebih dari satu, misalnya my homeworks, maka to be-nya adalah are. Demikian pula untuk kalimat kedua, she sings many songs. Many songs berubah menjadi subjek di kalimat pasif dan memakai to be are karena lebih dari satu. Many songs, banyak lagu. Number 2, present continuous tense. She is singing many songs. Di kalimat aktif berubah menjadi many songs are being sung by her. Kita menambahkan kata being sebagai to be dan tetap memakai kata kerja ketiga atau past participle. 3. Simple past tense. She sang many songs. Kalimat aktif. Perhatikan penggunaan kata sang sebagai kata kerja kedua atau past form. Berubah menjadi many songs were sung by her. Nah, to be yang dipakai adalah were karena bentuk past tense. Bukan lagi am, is, atau are, tetapi was dan were. Was dipakai jika subjeknya tunggal. So far, is it clear for you guys?
It's quite easy, ma'am.
Good. Now let's go on. 4. Past continuous tense. She was singing many songs. Active becomes many songs were being sung by her. Remember, setiap tenses yang menyatakan sedang atau continuous memakai kata bantu being dan tetap menggunakan verb 3 atau past participle. 5. Present perfect tense. She has sung many songs. Active becomes many songs have been sung by her. Nah, di kalimat pasif untuk bentuk tenses ini tidak lagi memakai to be, tetapi menggunakan kata bantu have atau has plus been plus verb 3 atau past participle. 6. Past perfect tense. She had sung many songs. Active becomes many songs had been sung by her. Passive menggunakan had plus been plus verb 3. 7. The last. Simple future tense. She will sing many songs. Active becomes many songs will be sung by her. Passive menggunakan modal auxiliary will plus be plus verb 3. Itu dia bentuk-bentuk passive voice yang kita pelajari hari ini. Cukup 7 tenses saja dulu ya. We just talk about the basic tenses only. Yang dasar-dasar saja dulu. Now let's do some exercises. Jenny swept the floor yesterday. Active voice. Jenny menyapu lantai kemarin. Kalimat aktif. Sekarang bagaimana cara mengubah kalimat aktif tersebut menjadi kalimat pasif? Pertama, kita harus mengetahui bentuk tenses dari kalimat tersebut. Jenny adalah subjek, swept adalah kata kerja kedua dari sweep menyapu, dan the floor adalah objek. Karena menggunakan kata kerja kedua, maka kalimat ini adalah kalimat simple past tense. Sekarang kita ubah ke kalimat pasif. The floor objek menjadi subjek. Karena bentuk kalimatnya adalah past tense, maka to be yang kita pakai adalah was atau were. Karena the floor adalah subjek tunggal, maka kita memakai was. Sehingga menjadi the floor was swept by Jenny yesterday. It's easy, isn't it? Next, Shinta writes an application letter to the company. Shinta subject writes verb 1, an application letter to the company, object or complement. Jadi ini adalah kalimat simple present tense karena menggunakan verb 1. To be untuk present adalah am, is, dan are. Karena subjeknya adalah tunggal, an application letter, maka kita memakai to be, is. Jadi kalimat pasifnya adalah an application letter is written to the company by Shinta. Hello students, how are you? Do you still with me now? Hehehe. Hope that you can understand it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for your explanations.
Now let's make some conclusions. Look at those passive sentences. Many songs are sung, many songs are being sung, many songs were sung, many songs were being sung, many songs has been sung, many songs had been sung, and many songs will be sung. Look at those forms. All the passive sentences use auxiliary atau kata bantu plus verb 3 atau past participle. So remember, the main formula of passive sentence is auxiliary atau kata bantu plus verb 3 past participle. Rumus umum kalimat pasif adalah auxiliary atau kata bantu plus verb 3 atau past participle. Auxiliary atau kata bantu yang dipakai di dalam kalimat pasif bisa terdiri dari to be, am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. To have, has, had. What else? Will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, have to, had to, ought to. Kata bantu to do, does, did tidak dipakai di dalam kalimat pasif. To do hanya digunakan pada kalimat aktif saja. Okay, my dearest students, that's all our lesson today. Hope that you practice it more at home. Keep strong and keep healthy. Much love for you. See you and goodbye.